In this video, we're going to walk through the ins and outs of the brand new inline system from start to finish using the large foam cannon. To use the new inline system, you'll want to purchase from Foamdaddy the peristaltic inline adapter that comes with tubing and the filter. In addition, you'll want to get from Amazon or your favorite source a water pressure regulator, a flathead screwdriver, zip ties, and a peristaltic pump. We recommend one that ranges from 250 to 600 milliliters so that you can control the thickness of the foam, especially if you want a foam snake. Quick connects are also useful when connecting your water sources so you can get in and out of your vents fast. All right, let's walk through the basic setup. Okay, your water and electric, everything's connected. Everything is tucked away nicely against your customer's property. Let's take a look at the electric first. The electric is running right into this cord protector box, and then it's gonna connect to this surge protector. Now for this demonstration, we have everything out in the open, but we highly suggest putting things in a waterproof box or see what works best for you because everybody's a little bit different. Okay, so first we're going into the surge protector. This cord right here is going to your sound system. This one right here is going to the large foam cannon, and this one right here is going into the pump. Let's take a look at the pump. You'll notice that it's zip tied here, so make sure to put those zip ties on there. Keep them tight so the lines don't come off. The one on the right is going to be going into this translucent 1 gallon container. Now you could put it in a 1 gallon container or a 5 gallon container. Just make sure that the filter is all the way down at the bottom. Next up is, you'll see on the right side of this pump, it's going into the new Foamdaddy inline adapter right here. This is going to feed the solution into the hose line. Speaking of the hose line, let's take a look at that. So this is from the outdoor water spigot. It's going into the water regulator, which right now it says 40 PSI, but as soon as we start the foam machine, it's going to go between 20 and 30. All right, and all the water is shut off. It's really important when you go to an event that this is always shut off, okay? And then it's going to push through. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up the foam cannon. Now to do this, you're going to do it in 3 steps. Step 1, turn on the foam machine. Step 2, turn on the pump. Now we suggest turning it up to about 3/4 so that you can pump a bunch of solution into the line so that when you start your event, you have a huge burst of foam. This is also important because this is when people are going to be taking pictures, all right? So about 3/4, and then after it starts running for a little bit, then you can adjust it lower or higher. Last, you're going to turn on the water, and that's going to send everything up, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so again, turn on the foam machine first, turn on the pump second, and turn on the water line third. To shut everything off, you have to do it in the same order, that in reverse, okay? So you're gonna shut the water line off first, shut off the pump, and then shut off the machine. So we're gonna go ahead and start this up, and when I start it, you're gonna notice that it's gonna blow foam for a good couple of seconds, and then it's gonna drop a little bit, and then the foam is gonna pick up in full stream. The reason for that is because remember, the solution is going through the system, and there's that gap of when you first turn this on. All right, so here we go, let's do it. That's awesome. Now, one thing to keep in mind, before you do any of this, make sure that your water pressure regulator is set correctly. So let's take a look at that. Here's how to properly set your water pressure gauge, which is super important before trying the inline system for the first time. Now, most gauges come preset at 45 PSI. We recommend setting it between 20 and 30 PSI, but play with it where you're located and see what works best for you. The great news is once you set it, you won't have to do it again. To do this, you'll want to connect the gauge directly to the water spigot. Next, attach a hose with a garden sprayer nozzle. This will essentially act like the sprayer head inside your foam cannon. Before you turn the water on, you'll want to set your garden sprayer to auto spray. Now turn on the water, and let it run through for about 20 seconds so that all the air is flushed out of the line. Next, turn off your garden sprayer and then turn off the water at the spigot. Now that everything has gone through the system, you can set your gauge. Simply turn on the spigot again and set your garden sprayer to auto spray. The gauge will now tell you an accurate reading that you can adjust between 20 to 30 psi using your flathead screwdriver. Please know that if water pressure is low, like 5 psi, the submersible pump traditional method we've shown in other foam videos will be best for you. We suggest that you bring an extra water container or use the one that you store all your hoses in as a backup. And that's it. That's the walkthrough of the brand new inline system.